Okay. No, it's because, like, I've been low-key in an emotional rut, and, I was working on some lo-fi shit. I'm gonna cut it out from here, but I'll just get your... Ooh. Fuck, I forgot the speaker. Goddamn.
It's okay, Walter. We'll learn to love you one day.
No one will. Here we go.
What?
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Don't say that. I love you. It's okay. I really do love him.
I love.
Hold on, is there a giant white thing? I'm too. Why are you holding the seat? I forgot I brought the fucking thing.
In case we go into maximum overdrive.
What? Where did you get all this energy from out of nowhere?
Yeah. Either way, it was this thing, and I was trying to like make like a sad lo-fi beat. It's like I wanted to call the song "The Frustrated Love," so this is what I was coming up with. I had to cut out a thing. Like I'm in a weird place, and then when I was I wanted to make it look like.
You okay?
You okay? Yeah, I keep touching water. I don't know what I touched.
What is the table? What?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Is it dog water?
No.
I love dogs.
Where?
Just I'll do it. I'm
Reaching over. What the hell is this whole table? What the fuck?
I thought you knew. I thought you guys were like drinking.
I was drinking water, but.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but I
the way
didn't.
my dog does.
I didn't fucking spill it, bitch.
Guys, stop being so mean to each other.
Had to cut out another thing. So that's where I'm at now.
That's nice.
Yeah. God, we've been going on for almost 6 minutes now. Welcome back to the 3 Artists 1 Mic podcast.
Wow, thank you for the thank you for letting me know we were starting, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So how have you guys been?
Tired.
Yeah, I've been alright, you know, had some shit going on last week with area coach guy.
Oh yeah.
Area coach guy.
Big boy boss.
Oh, big boy.
The tiger.
The name of that mascot.
Yeah.
But what's it called? So you wanna go into that?
Oh yeah, please.
Let me set myself up.
Let me
Okay.
get us all some water.
Wah wah Helen, wah wah.
Tell your fucking story.
Yeah. Once upon a time.
Okay. So, dude comes in, right? This dude's the area coach for Taco Bell, whatever. He manages a few Taco Bells in the area, whatever, that they own, that the owners own. He's under them. Anyway, he comes in because apparently the owners are in the area, and he wanted to make sure everything looks spiffy, spaffy.
Well, because corporate was supposed to be in the area.
No. It was the owners.
The owners?
Yeah, at the time it was the owners because apparently
that was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Apparently this is the owners because they were having dinner somewhere nearby, and he was afraid that they might swing by, and he wanted to make sure everything looks spiffy and nice.
Make sure it looks clean, Patrick.
Because apparently his job is kind of shaky right now.
His job is to literally yell at us.
But like apparently his position is a bit shaky right now.
Yeah, because our store has failed the fucking exam and shit.
Wait, what? How many times has it failed?
Twice.
Oh, since the lady?
No.
No, actually, one time it was on my shift, but I wasn't the one who fucked it up. Mostly, I lost us like 2 points, ish.
Okay.
But anywho,
Sorry,
so dude comes in, and immediately I'm just like, fuck, he's here, and so I'm in the back making rice, and one of my coworkers, she's doing a tray of tomatoes. And so he comes to the back, and he sends her to the back on the line. He's like, no, go on the line. Patrick will take care of this. I guess he didn't realize she was doing the tomatoes. Because immediately he turns around and he's like, Patrick, why are these tomatoes left open? And I'm just like, what do you mean, why are these tomatoes left open? I didn't leave them open. He's like, yeah, but there's no I in team. You see them open, you gotta, close them up. I'm like, you just sent away the person who was doing the tomatoes. I'm here doing rice. So I do the tomatoes. I'm like, fuck it. I do the tomatoes, and I don't say anything else. So I'm doing the rice, and he's like, Pat, you're doing the rice wrong. Oh, can you explain to me how I'm doing it wrong? And he's like, basically it was something about me leaving the spoon that we used to do the oil in the rice. I mean, like, even though we use that spoon to put the oil in the rice, I don't see why, whatever. Anyway, afterwards he quizzes me on how to do the rice. So he's like, yo, okay, so how many quarts of water? I answer him correctly. How many tablespoons of oil? Answer him correctly.
You're giving away the secret recipe.
I don't give a fuck.
Stop.
How much seasoning? 2 packets. And how much
Yeah, I was gonna move that.
Thank you. And how much? And how long to stay in the thing? 45 minutes. I got all that right. Then he asked me the expiration. I forgot. So I couldn't answer. So he's like, "Oh, but I bet you could tell me when Wolverine's birthday is."
What the hell was that?
Yeah. Immediately, I'm like, "Actually, no, I can't." And so he's like, "All right." And I'm like, so immediately, I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Immediately, I'm just like, "Yo, who are you, boy? Like, what is it? Who the fuck are you?" So yeah. Anyway, throughout the night, he's on my ass for like the whole night. The whole night that he was there. He was there for like 2 hours. And at one point, he said, I'm getting something from the area where we get the mops and brooms and shit, and right behind me is a sink. And basically with the sinks, there's a little under area where you step on, you step on this lever to activate. Yeah, and sometimes the lever can come off. I didn't see that the lever had come off because I wasn't facing it. So as I'm walking away, he's like, "Pat, you missed something." I'm like, "What did I miss?" He's like, "Come on, Pat, the thing's on the floor." I'm like, "Oh. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I pick it up, put it back on, whatever." Apparently, I went downstairs to go clean because he sent me downstairs to go sweep and mop or whatever. And apparently, he was talking to one of our the manager at the time. He's like, "How come Pat didn't see that?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, and the manager's like, "I don't know. He just didn't see. He just didn't. He wasn't looking at it." He's like, it just slipped his mind, I guess. And he's like, "Oh, but he always remember." And then it's like, "Oh, but I fucked it. I said his name, but."
Beep.
Beep.
3
beeps.
Now it's up to me. Oh, you Charlotte.
So yeah, then out of nowhere, he was like, "Oh, but Patrick can remember all of his cosplay stuff and comics and crap." I'm like,
okay,
"Yo,
but
what is your issue with my personal life, bruh?"
Yeah,
You're having more fun than me.
Yeah, that's really weird. Like, for example, my boss
It's cool.
yeah, basically, he's cool. No, but my boss, I know that guy's not.
My bad, I had to.
Whoa. My boss isn't the same. Like, your guy wasn't the boss who was berating you, basically. But I have coworkers who are musicians.
Yeah.
And they go to, like, LA, to New York, and they perform. And my guy knows that, like, oh, okay, so he's performing. He's furthering his career.
Yeah.
You know? Everybody knows that a food job isn't permanent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the stuff that you pay them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, my pay is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
but like, yeah, he doesn't expect us to be changed this forever.
Yeah.
And, like, your boss, the guy who is pretending to be your boss at the moment, like, the boss's boss, was being a butt face for your personal life, and I think that's like, cause that's something you furthering your own.
Yeah,
that's a hobby.
It's a hobby, dog, and it's like, first
That's
off,
something.
why? And that's, at that point, the manager cut him off because he's like, I'm not gonna discuss like his personal life with you.
I'm not gonna discuss his personal life, man.
That's what he said.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
No, it was Gesh, but yeah,
I'm not gonna do his accent.
But Gesh was like, yeah, I'm not gonna keep discussing Patrick's personal life with you. Like, we're not gonna do that. I'm not discussing my other coworkers' personal lives with anyone but them. So I'm like, thank you, Gesh, for that. And so what also annoys me is people seems to want to come at me for like my interest in shit, but then also would want to talk to me about it. Like, oh, hey Pat, have you seen Black Panther? Have you seen this? Have you seen that? Also wanting that. Hey, if you could be a superhero, what superhero would you be? Like, why are you talking to me? What, like, if you're gonna come at me later for knowing things about things, why are you gonna want to talk to me about those things?
Yeah.
Because I love you.
And like half the time I'm just like, yo, shut up, I don't want to talk to you.
Like,
You want to be big and strong like Thanos? Come on.
Oh god, so the one thing he used to do when he was there on a delivery net and I was lifting boxes and he felt the need to
I was fucking dying.
He felt the need to motivate me by calling me Thanos and Hulk. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. But
like, I see it like this. That's a job you've been doing for, let's say, 3 years, right?
Ish, yeah.
3 years. And a hobby is something that you grow up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be even more years, And you don't even have to be the expert in something that's your hobby,
Word, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And the thing is, he made such a big deal over me not knowing the expiration date when I'm like, I was about to write the expiration date, I can literally just turn around and ask somebody, hey, how long does this expire? Like, it's not school. It's not school where I'm on a test and I can't ask anybody. if I can just turn around, hey, how long does our take to expire? 4 hours? Thanks. Let me just write the time on it.
Well,
it's not that big a deal.
The reason why is because, like, for example, if the big exam person were to come in, supposedly there's a chance that they'll quiz you.
Oh, okay.
So to make sure that you know what is what.
Okay.
He likes to quiz you on that shit. He doesn't really tell you. He just decides to quiz you. You gotta be prepared for anything, and all that shit. Aside from that, like, last night was just a bunch of fuckery. It was just me screaming, "I'm the fucking bird" in a Gilbert Gottfried impression.
Oh god, I forgot. I forgot last night.
I can't even do the voice. Wait, can I? I'm the voice from Aladdin! It's not even good. I'm the fucking bird! I make jokes about the Japanese after they had a natural disaster happen to them and no one cares about me after that. But
What?
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried has done some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I forget what it was exactly, but it was,
I'm not down. I don't want to talk about somebody else's drama. Let's talk about art, guys.
Okay, let's talk about art.
Oh.
Okay, what art are we talking about?
I don't know, just art.
I got my head cut off recently
Oh,
in
man.
Photoshop, but
Yeah.
Headless Horseman cosplay. Yeah.
Oh snap! My friend who.
It was a tsunami.
Oh shit! Yeah, I need to go to her. Oh shit! When is her gallery end? Yeah, your friend was.
Her gallery was yesterday, Monday,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
No, but she invited me to the opening, but I couldn't make it to the opening because of a shoot that went terribly. But
Yeah, there's beautiful art there.
You know when it hold on, let me try and find her message right now.
It came out really nice, and she said she talked to me and was like, "Oh, thank you so much for giving me connections," and I hope she thanked you.
Yeah, she did. She
yeah.
Like I said, she invited me to the opening, and I couldn't come to the opening because of a shoot that ended up not even going well. So.
But yeah, it's her art. Oh, give me her Instagram.
You don't know her Instagram?
Not by heart.
Hold on.
I search up her name all the time.
Give me a second.
That's what I do. Oh, okay. Well, basically, what she does is it's like chiaroscuro. It's a very stark contrast between the subject and the background. Like, you don't see the background at all. It's just pitch
Is it
black.
Japanese inspired?
No, chiaroscuro is a Italian painting effect, but it's similar to that in what she does in her photos.
Because I was thinking, like, kura, wait, am I?
Yeah,
kura, black.
Is black.
I have
Yep.
way too many people in my DMs. It's hard to find.
Look at
Wow,
Mr.
look at
Popular
Mr.
over
yeah.
here.
Please, half of them don't message back. Calm
Oh
down.
my god.
It's me hitting up people for group shoots. There we go.
So, Epic Dream 19.
Yeah, I literally as I found her. Okay, it ends on the 26th. I have time. All right.
Yeah, I have to see it, but she basically doesn't make you question what the subject matter is. That's the only thing with light on it. It's super epic. Like, all of her pictures look super epic, and I was so happy to be one of her subjects.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Once.
Yeah, it was the copper thingy.
Yeah, the copper. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
super fun. She's the bomb DJ.
I mean, we can't see it over. They can't hear it. But
Yeah.
that's awesome. Okay.
They
It's
can't
me with-
hear a picture?
They can't hear a picture. We'll describe it. It's a copper
I can literally just put it up.
image. Of what? Where?
Of the picture while I'm editing it. I could literally just, hey, look.
Well, you-
Future me, 17 minutes. Put out the fucking picture. Boom, there it is. What is... Oh.
It's a dog. I thought I was going to be the gallery. It's a dog. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh. This is what I wanted to talk about. Where is it?
Well, yeah. What is it that you want to talk about?
I wanted to talk about it to Pat, but, like, I haven't searched that much into it.
To Pat.
To Pat.
To Pat.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was...
to Pat. I
To
thought.
Pat. Oh yeah, I was like, wait, what's a two Pat?
To Pat. It was that, even though it's been, like, known for, like, a bit, I never really searched up into it, just like what my sister and I were talking about. It was that, because, like, whenever I find out people, also, what the fuck is this that someone wrote in the group chat as me? I am Walter, Lord of all, hallowed be my name.
You left your phone open.
Why am I God now? Anyway,
Hallowed, by the way, it's hallowed.
Whatever. It was a big ass Google Doc, some anonymous, some not, about a bunch of fucked up shit that happened while people were working with that guy with the glasses, or Channel Awesome, basically.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah, wait. I've seen. I haven't watched the videos, but I've seen titles about some controversy going on with them.
Yeah, like I only remember off the top of my head a few where there was like, for example, one of the, I think that she was a moderator.
Yeah.
And she was basically bullied because she wasn't like handling her shit. There was Obscurus Lupa who was like fired because she didn't attend a Skype call and was 15 minutes late by it.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck? For some reason, during the shoot for To Boldly Flee, which was one of Nostalgia Critic's movies, they were just shooting for basically 18 hours straight with no breaks or water.
Shit.
So, allegedly.
So, like, whose shoulders is this on? Is this
mostly the CEO of Channel Awesome? But then when Blip, were basically that guy with the glasses.com was hosted on, that's where everyone's videos were being uploaded and put on. And when the site was bought out, I think by Disney, I forget who bought out Blip, but the website was the original website was shutting down, and basically without warning, all the creators were essentially fired.
Damn.
So that's why all of them like almost immediately moved on to YouTube, and like they almost no one mentions it. They'll probably mention it like in the document or a couple other things like Nostalgia Chick. She's known as like a feminist.
Yeah.
And so is Linkara.
Mm-hmm.
But even then in the To Boldly Flee movie,
I didn't know about that. I didn't know that about Linkara.
From what I know, he's supposed to be like a super strong, like, feminist.
Yeah.
And there was a whole like joke, quote unquote, rape scene between her character as a Nostalgia Chick and one of Linkara's characters as an evil clone of him. Because it's supposed to be an implied rape scene because it's her screaming no, 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 and he's like, no, stop, hold still, da, 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 da. But like, it's, I think Film Brain the scene was where he's like outside and he's like reacting like, oh my god, while hearing this, but like no one's doing anything, and it's supposed to be like a quote unquote funny scene, and it's just a bunch of fucked up shit. There's even that Indiegogo show. Do you remember that he was raising money through Indiegogo or like other crowdfund websites?
I tend to skip over the ads like a lot.
No, not even that. It was he was like, hey, when he was kind of quitting the Nostalgia Critic, like when he killed off his character, and he was like, yeah, we're gonna do demo reel, and then we're gonna do a game show, and we need this much money.
This is like years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So because I was just going through the document, and right here, there was an Indiegogo campaign that got around $90,000 for a pop culture game called Retro Pop Culture Challenge, later called Pop Quiz Hot Shot, and it was a comic review show and another game show revolved around video games. 40-something episodes were promised, but there were only like, I think, at least a dozen versions of the pilot and test episodes were released. Mm-hmm. The refilming is due to the studio not being sound dampened. Because of this, they filmed Nostalgia Critic episodes in the office where it is smaller and there's less echo. They tried to rig the question so the contestant would win, but accidentally switched the cards so it went in Doug's favor. Doug splits the prize, a $100 gift card. They had to be told to have the prizes by Holly. Don't know what that means. I think she was one of the moderators. The game show was Michaud's idea, and no one else wanted to do it. The Indiegogo rewards were 6 months plus late. In March 2015, a year and a half since the show was promised, Indiegogo threatens to investigate, and Michaud forced Doug and Rod to release the first episode of Pop Quiz Hot Shot, which they were all embarrassed about. And basically, the games were rigged against the players, and like, I saw a clip of it, and it was I forget his name. He has a super creepy voice. Brad, I think his name was. He had like a vampire like smiling face. He used to review like a bunch of like kind of pornos or movies that would have a shit ton of sex scenes in them. Okay. Like more raunchy movies he would review. And he was one of the hosts, and he's like, well, here we go, boys. And he would like creepily stare at the people playing like this game about like picking fish. I don't remember. It was like some shit like that. And it was fucking weird. Let's see. For example, one of the first people that this document has is Obscurus Lupa. Where is she? Right here. She says, we were not employed by Channel Awesome. Channel Awesome simply embeds videos on their site. Outside of the anniversary movies, no contracts were involved. The only people paid are the people involved with the Chicago crew, meaning whoever you would see regularly, which I think now would be, you know, whoever you see in his videos.
Yeah.
Like if you ever see his behind-the-scenes stuff. The biggest of their numerous problems are Mike Chod, the site's Michod, the site CEO. There were two other ones when they started, Mike Ellis and Bhargav Dranamaraju. Oh yeah, Mike Ellis is another problematic person. He was kind of like sexual misconduct with people. Yeah, a bunch of other shit. Mike owns the IP of the Nostalgia Critic character and majority shareholder in the company. On two separate occasions, women were confronted angrily by either Mike Ellis or Mike Michaud being blamed for something a guy they knew did. One of those instances rested in the producers leaving. See the Lindsay Ellis section. And there's like there's a Twitter forum thing where the master of
essentially they've just been
there's a bunch of fucked up stories that happen while working with that, and with me it reminded me of like when the whole do you remember when the whole John racism thing was happening?
No, I don't.
Char does.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about.
At first, I thought it was a joke, but then he kept going and going and going, and I was like, do I have to do the Chris Brown thing where you separate the artist from the art? And then I was like, no, I'm gonna keep getting reminded. Like even though with Chris Brown, I don't look for his music. Meanwhile, with John, I'm subscribed to his channel, so I would constantly be getting his content. But like,
I wouldn't do that with Chris Brown. I don't know. I don't believe. See, I'm not the separate the artist from the art person. Like if you're doing shitty shit, I'm not gonna read your book. That's like, you know. I'm not gonna sit down and listen to Chris Brown music when he's out here beating up women. Like I'm just not down for that.
Of course,
but, yeah.
Do you remember Char, the whole thing?
All I remember, because I wasn't subscribed to him. My brother would just watch him like constantly, and so I would watch him from time to time, and he had some funny stuff going on. And then all of a sudden, Tumblr blew up, because that's where I hang out in my spare time.
Yeah, I found out all through YouTube.
I hung out on Tumblr, and as soon as somebody does something bad,
it gets reblogged the fuck out.
Yeah, on Tumblr. So it was just like, I can't believe John would do this, blah, blah, blah.
So what did he do? What did he say?
He was basically like, one of the things I remember...
Leave the slurs out.
It was like, well, there wasn't really slurs. It was like claims of like, oh, well, poor black folk may commit more crimes than rich white folk. Or it's like, what's freedom in America? Ordering a McChicken while wearing a hijab, to paraphrase. Something along those lines.
Wow.
And like, he just kept saying shit, and I think he's Persian, but like,
my bad. He
keeps saying like a bunch of shit, and even went on an interview with Destiny. You spilled water?
Yeah, he spilled water. I'm just trying to get the napkin without it ripping
because like you guys making a bunch of facial expressions, going, oh shit, we gotta clean it. And like, she just say you spilled water. It's fine.
I just didn't want it to interfere with that because it was right here by the mic.
Whatever, but like,
sorry.
I just didn't want you getting your hand wet.
It's fine, but
I'm talking to you. It's not gonna hurt.
Oh fuck you.
I wasn't gonna wipe it. I was gonna give you the napkin.
Okay, so I just went real quick. I just searched it up, and there's a whole Time magazine article on it. And oh god, the first thing is John Tron's face with him in front of a bunch of PS4 shit. But so let's see. John Jafari.
I feel like I've seen this man's face before.
Wait. We're comparing this to what we were talking about before.
Yeah, well, yeah. For me, it was like I don't know whether I should support Nostalgia Critic anymore or not, because due to like, yeah, a lot of it is not Doug and Rob's like fault directly, but they kind of they enabled it and kind of contributed to it, like with the whole To Boldly Flee thing. Like, I didn't know they were just apparently just continuously filming over the course of a few days just to get like, I think what. Yo, how long was To Boldly Flee?
What?
How long was To Boldly Flee?
What do you mean, like the film?
The film, it was like 4 hours.
Hi.
No, we were talking about the whole Nuts Channel Awesome thingy.
I don't know, the friend document is online.
No, I have it, but do you remember?
I don't know.
Because we were talking about it.
Regular movie time. Like, it's supposed to be, I think, maybe.
Because I remember when it was coming out, it was released in parts, and I was like in high school at the time. I was like, oh my god, Nostalgia Critic is a movie with really shitty effects. there was a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, so this was already released.
Yeah, this was released
Oh,
years
okay,
ago.
gotcha.
It's like 2013-ish.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Wow.
like
I thought I watched all Nostalgia Critic shit already.
no,
No,
Nostalgia Critic's been doing it
the
since
movies
like.
are separate. You actually had to pay for them.
Oh, okay. All right,
But he
yeah.
then eventually released them online.
Okay.
He's like, well, I need to make money somehow. Revenue.
I think some people pirated them instead.
No, he uploaded it himself.
He did?
Yeah. Yeah, because they're even on like his channel and all that. Well, the channel, Awesome Channel. I don't know if it's directly him that owns it.
Okay.
No, he's not.
He's not
No, the CEO, I forget what's his name. He's another guy.
Machad, whatever
Yeah,
his name
so
is.
like if Nostalgia Critic ever wanted to like leave
Yeah.
the channel Awesome, he can't do anything with the Nostalgia Critic because that guy, the CEO of channel Awesome,
Yeah, owns the character,
owns the
which I
character.
didn't know. I was just reading it just now. I was like, oh, that's a thing. But this also reminded me with the whole JonTron thing, if you remember. And I just got a Time Magazine thing where it says, sparked outrage this week after making controversial and false claims about immigration and race in the U.S. And I'm just going to skip forward to
That was,
a
I
tweet.
think it was a little after Trump got elected or something. Or
No,
was it before?
Well, the date for this tweet that I'm going to read is March 12, 2017. And it says, wow, how scandalous. Steve King doesn't want his country invaded by people who have contempt for his culture and people. Nazi!
Yeah, people were... So, like, what Pewds did...
You guys.
is
Good, thanks for your opinion. Oh, it's my sister. Go
Random
follow
guest
her
appearance.
Yeah.
I'll leave it in the description. Send us
Yeah.
smiles. But, yeah, what you were going to say, Shar?
Like, Pewds said
The N-word.
the N-word, and he apologized for it.
And then said it again.
Yeah, he's... I mean, like, he really doesn't mean to. It was just...
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
think,
subscribe to that.
Yeah,
Well, there's a thing, too, because it's like, you know, you say the hard R casually, and you're like, oh, shit, I forgot I was streaming, which
Yeah,
implies that you use it
Yeah,
while
if
you're
you
not
say it so
streaming.
casually, then yeah, you're obviously saying
Yeah, it's because it was such a big part of his character before,
Yeah.
you know, and I think he got too used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kept going.
Well, something like that happened,
Like-
too, with Ninja.
Who?
Who's another Twitch streamer who, like, blew up because, he was playing. He apparently had this whole record-breaking Twitch stream because he was playing Fortnite and Drake went on it. I think Travis Scott got on,
Oh, wow.
and there were a bunch of other famous people that were trying to get on, and they were like on for a bit, and then like you know, so he got a huge buzz, and then like you know he would keep working with a bunch of other famous people. But then recently he was on someone else's Twitch stream, I think, and he was rapping Logic's 44 More Bars, and which is from his new mixtape thing,
Yeah.
and so. Basically, you know, with that song, Logic is doing this whole, like, speed rapping kind of thing and, you know, multisyllabic rhymes and shit. So he's like, what was it? He's like, back to back to back to back to whatever the flow was and all that. And he was saying, he was trying to supposedly figure out the words, but he kept saying, nigga. But at no point in that song did Logic ever use that word. So it's like, he's like, what was he trying to figure out the word and it just fit with the flow? Or what? But even though Ninja's still like super strong and popular, there's still like that portion of his audience that like felt super offended because he used it.
Yeah.
But there's also the thing too. It's like, what about us? Like, I don't know, because you know, oh, you're black, you can use the N-word. Or it's like the whole Fat Joe argument where it's like, no, I'm Puerto Rican or Hispanic. That means I can use it because I'm not white.
I mean, okay, this is like up to like individual. This is like up to individual because like some are fine with Latinx people being able to say it, others aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I let a lot of shit slide.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen what I've seen at work. I've let a lot of shit slide.
Yeah.
Like on the to a like unfortunate level. But yeah, on the technical, on the like purely not me, but like me separating myself from my morals because I don't really I have a certain like moral belief that I don't run by, but
Yeah.
I just hold other people to it, not myself. But
Hypocrisy.
yeah, not really hypocrisy because I'm like, yeah, I fail to reach my own moral standards, and I'm just like, you know, but they're still there. But but yeah, no, I don't. I feel like outside of the black community, I don't feel like it's okay to really do or say. Mind you, I've lived in Jersey City all my life, and so I've kind of grown up with non-black people saying it.
Same.
Yeah. No.
So at this point, it's kind of like,
for me, it was
why
everyone else.
Why am I trying?
It's just
why
am
I trying to? Why am I going to try to fight it? Like,
for me, I never said it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's.
It
didn't feel like me.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I would say it, I felt like that was... It didn't enhance my sentences in any way. It didn't make me fit in with any other crowd, so I didn't care about saying it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, I hear it, and I hear other people use it, and I'm like, alright, cool, I get what you're saying. But, like, I won't. And, like, my dad, sadly, ever since he went into Georgia, he's been using it a whole lot more.
okay.
And, like, in a racist way.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought, like, in the casual...
Yeah, that's where the line is drawn
was
completely.
good
Yeah,
mind.
That's where it's like...
I'm trying to tell him, like, you should stop, because he's also impressing... His girlfriend's son is impressionable. Or was impressionable, because he was at an impressionable age.
So he's, like, very young.
Yes.
Okay.
Now he understands, you know, what's bad, what's good. And my dad's like, well, I'm just showing him what not to do. And by doing it...
yeah. That's literally, like, our boss.
Okay. All right.
And by that I mean Big Boy Boss, who we were just talking about.
Like, it's... I think that's not the way to go. Especially because that kid was racist, not on purpose. It's because he wasn't exposed.
He was conditioned.
He wasn't exposed.
Yeah.
His mother isn't racist. My dad, I don't know. But...
He kind of became racist.
He became but his mother isn't racist because she's exposed to that community. And it turns out that when children aren't exposed to other people, they become racist just by nature.
Yeah. It's like being a product of your own environment.
Yeah. If you're xenophobic,
you're
xenophobic. But I told him, I was like, yo, dude, it was in a video game. He was like, that kid's not like me. Don't serve him. And I was like, I'm serving him.
Done.
Yeah, like I was just playing a sushi making game, and it was a black kid on the screen, and I was like, "Are you?"
No. Wow. That just reminded me. So I follow the not to like cut you off or anything, but I follow a channel called Vox, and one of their videos was about skin whitening products, and it was presented by I think this Filipino girl, and she was like, "Hey, look, I got a package from my mom," and it's like, "Hey, I got these cleaning products and fruit from her garden, and this and skin whitening products." And they even showed a clip of a little black girl who was like shown a bunch of pictures of the same character but in different skin colors. And they were like, which one would you prefer? And she pointed out to the white one. And like, why do you think that one's better? And she's like, well, and she herself being black, she points to her own like little arm or hand and she goes, it's because it's not like mine and I think this color's prettier than brown. And
well, there's like a whole...
It's instilled
there's a whole thing in the black community with colorism.
Not even just the black, there's a whole thing.
Well, yeah, we're basically like lighter skin. Like you'll see it in movies too. Like for example, there's a whole thing where they recasted Storm in the X-Men movies. And a lot of people are pointing out. Yeah, remember it used to be Halle Berry, and now they.
Well, I never watched the movie.
It used to be Halle Berry, but then they did a movie where they went back and showed them younger, and they cast someone different. But basically, the fact is, neither Halle Berry or the chick that they casted, mind you, Storm is supposed to be African, as in born in Africa, lived in Africa, grew up in Africa. But it's light-skinned black girls that are playing her. And there's a lot of incidents like that where, you know, you'll see, like, you know, okay, yeah, you'll see a lot more black people getting roles, but it's usually light-skinned black people. Black Panther's, like, the exception to that, but it's usually a lot of, you know, light-skinned black, you know, you're more likely to be accepted as a basic, you'll even find, you know, black men who are like, oh yeah, I want my you know, I want a light-skinned black woman. You know, it's deemed more like beauty accepted.
Even with the whole Hotep thing that we would like talk about in our own, like at work and stuff, they always portray black women as having lighter skin.
Yes, all the drawings, they were all lighter skinned women. It was
Even though it's supposed to be Mother Africa. And
and it's like, that's a pretty light skinned woman to be Mother Africa, but okay. Yeah. Like, you know, not to come at, you know, not to come at, you know, light skinned members of the black community, but I'm just saying they do tend to get a little bit more. They tend to be preferred to darker skinned people.
Well, even then, like, for example, like in the Spanish community, like depending on like your family, for example, my skin color could be interpreted as burnt or black, even because there are some people, even from like my country, who are white. Why? Because they're in the mountain where there is no sun, so they're kind of pale by comparison. So if like someone of my skin color comes over, like, oh man, why are you so dark or whatever?
Yeah,
or,
and
like,
you're not even that dark.
You're just peach.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it's funny because in the Caribbean, skin whitening products are
a thing.
Are their big thing.
That's so bad because
they
it's
damage
melanin.
your skin.
Yeah.
It's bleach. It has bleach in
Yeah,
it.
that's basically what it is.
No, and like
Fucking
even in
bleach.
that same Vox video, they showed like some of them that because not everyone's skin can handle it, they destroy your skin. It like looks like a super bad case of eczema.
Did you see what was happening with that? What's it called? The baseball player.
Oh wait, the super I think it's Dominican.
Dominican dude. I think it's.
And he's like super white now.
Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
He was also involved in that video.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because they're celebrities.
Did you hear about?
No.
Dude basically got. Hold up. Let me.
Let me get the.
Because the visuals.
There we go. His transformation from. Oh god, it's right there. Let me brighten my screen so you can see it clearly. Okay, so they have him.
This is him younger.
When he started, and
this
right there's
now.
him now. Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, like, there's no confirmations, but a lot of people are like,
Why'd you bleach your skin?
There's obvious because like if it was a skin disorder, there'd be blotches,
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be uniform. So
There's
this is obviously
article.
skin. It's obviously intentional skin whitening products.
Oh my god. But the melanin in your skin helps keep you protected from the sun. Do you want to be a red lobster during the summer? Or would you rather be a bronze turkey? Like, I would rather bronze than burn. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know.
If you want, there's a whole thing. I just found a recent article that was written in February. It says, Sammy Sosa hasn't played pro baseball since 2007, but he trended on Twitter for much of Sunday. No, the sportsman didn't die. Stop playing with the fucking tangerine.
It's like,
You really need a fidget spinner.
I don't need a fidget spinner.
Okay, wait, continue.
Yeah. No, the sportsman didn't die, join the Trump administration, get arrested, or get accused of sexual assault. He was photographed, as he has been periodically during his retirement, with skin several shades lighter than the deep chestnut hue he had during his career. Sosa first made headlines for altering his complexion in 2009, revealing the source of his lighter skin tone in Univision's Primer Impacto. It's a bleaching cream. You keep looking and I'm like,
Sorry,
whatever. It's a bleaching
turtles, man.
It's a bleaching cream that I apply before going to bed and whitens my skin some, he
I
said.
played Teenage Mutant Ninja once.
Stop. And, although nearly a decade has passed since the public caught a glimpse of Sosa with a chemically lightened countenance, Twitter users gleefully piled on him for his appearance over the weekend. In addition to his bleached skin, Sosa's outfit, a western shirt, ribbon necktie, and cowboy hat, earned him comparisons to norteño singers and a Toy Story character. He made the sartorial choice because he was attending a cowboy-themed birthday party for his wife Sonia. But his evolving skin color isn't as easy to explain. So many of the people in the mainstream media outlets that reported on Sosa's appearance skipped discussing it altogether. Talk show host Wendy Williams, in her typical blunt fashion, came closest, remarking, Sammy Sosa, he was once black, but now he's white. When you bleach, how does that work? This looks crazy. Wow, he really hated himself. And this is a picture of him with his wife in the cowboy outfits. So yeah, he was like dark, and now he's just not.
Like I forgot that, like, I didn't really get to look at the before pictures of when he was younger, but he was dark as hell when he was younger.
Yeah.
He was like almost my shade.
Kind of like close enough, yeah. Like I just.
He was Dominican, right?
Yeah. But he's like darker than most Dominicans, I guess.
No, because a lot of so Dominican and Haiti are on the same island.
Yeah.
So
there's a whole.
Dominicans are.
It's not yours. Don't take shit that isn't yours.
Can I have some Ritz?
See? She asked. She may get.
Can I have some Ritz?
Take it from that same bag.
Okay. Can I have that tangerine?
No.
But Dominicans are ethnically African American. They have like African American in not African American. Excuse
African,
me, African
yeah.
in their bloodline. Like, and a lot of them will deny that. Like, if you come up to a Dominican and you're like, oh yeah, and part of your heritage is from Africa, right? And
no.
like, oh no, no, I'm from Spaniard and Taino. Excuse me.
Tainos they're all gone. There's no more Tainos anymore.
But basically, a lot of Dominicans have self-hate for their dark skin color.
Well, even within like Haiti and Dominican Republic itself, like they hate each other. Like there's a whole class system like over there. Like what's it called? I forget which one was more destroyed, but I think it was the Haiti portion of the islands.
Yeah.
Where Haiti was more destroyed, but the Dominicans were like prospering, and they're like, no, we're not gonna have any Haitians here.
Yeah, so if you're Haiti and you're in the DR, they transfer you over there. But in Haiti, there's a law, like, they consider where you're from is where you were born. But Dominican Republic is where you're from is where your parents were born.
Yeah.
So, you go to DR, you're like, I'm a DR citizen, and they're like, no, you're not, you weren't born.
You weren't born here.
Your parents weren't born here.
Yeah.
So, get out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go to Haiti, and those people are like, sorry, you can't be here because you're not a citizen. You weren't born here. Get out.
Yeah, it's like they have like nowhere to go.
Yeah, they're displaced peoples, and every time, and like, they even show their papers. They have to make sure they carry their papers on them at all times.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I think that whole business in, what was it, Insanity Studios?
No, the Sound Critic.
Channel Awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a mess. And they need to get their shit
And the
together.
funny thing is, I really like Nostalgia Critic, but like now I feel like I'm gonna have to like drop him for a bit.
I never watched them too much. I have no qualms.
Nostalgia Critic helped me through a dark time. I discovered.
Oh my god.
Nostalgia Critic. I just broken up.
And now he's bringing it back to it.
I just had a breakup when I discovered Nostalgia Critic, and he helped me laugh.
No, is it the one I'm thinking about?
It's the only real breakup I've had, Walter. We're not discussing it here, but
I know.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's okay, sure.
I mean, that's because I was questioning it too, and like last night I was listening to like his like Disney December reviews, and I was just like, do I still want to support this person? I don't know if I should or not, and I'm just like, it's all entertainment, and why would people continue to work with him if he maybe hasn't changed his ways? But the thing is too, if he's still owned by that CEO, then he kind of has no choice, and he has to just go with it. But then again, it's also a whole other business thing that, at least me, I'm not too, not aware, but I'm not too, like, knowledgeable on that subject. So I'm not going to delve into it too much. But even then, like, the whole situation there is just fucked. Because how are you going to, like, you're making, like, entertainment for, like, a wider audience, but at the cost of what? The people working for you? It just doesn't. Like, even, I wish I remember the exact details, but I remember it was one time when I was heading to your place to do the photo shoot. I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, Going Off with Rap Critic and Muse, and they were talking about how when Michael Jackson was still alive, do you remember that, like, when he was coming out, no one wanted to do a music video for Michael Jackson because he was black.
Yeah.
No matter how popular he was or how popular he was when he was a kid, no one wanted to do anything with Michael Jackson. Even before the pedophile accusations and all that. It was just because he's black. And there was this whole thing, I think it was with not the Thriller, it was one of his music videos, I'm not going to claim which one, but it was one of the music videos that was super successful, because what Michael Jackson's song isn't super successful. But one of the I think it was either the president or one of the CEOs of one of the companies that owns it was like, even after Michael Jackson died, it's like, yeah, we made his money, his family isn't getting shit from us, fuck him.
Damn,
Like, not exactly, but that was more or less what he said. And it was like, dude, you are a piece of shit. Like, yeah, artists are there to make you money, but they're also people. Like, I don't want to say like, oh, it affects me because I'm an artist too. It's like, no, even then, he's a fucking human being.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about like as an artist running with corporations and shit.
You prefer like the whole independent route?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, corporations are going to get you the clout you need, but like you're not going to get the creative control that you want.
Yeah, that's the whole thing too.
It's what you're willing to sacrifice, you know?
Mm-hmm. Because like, I remember I wanted to like make a whole bunch of like mixtapes and fucking shit during high school, and then I never like completed them.
Thank God.
Yeah, seriously. But there was this whole thing where it's like, you know, man, you gotta keep making music so, you know, people can find you, and then you'll be signed to a label. And, you know, people think, like, that's, like, their goal. It's like, yeah, I want to be signed to a label so I can be famous, do all these shows, have merch, do concerts.
Yeah.
And have a bunch of albums and all this shit. But it's like, yeah, but for example, August 08, there's two August artists, I'm not sure which one. August Ames? I forget. There's an artist that goes by August something, and he was signed to Def Jam.
August Ames is a porn star who killed herself.
Oh God, yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Good job, Walt.
That's why I was like, no, but I know it's August something, but they were trying to, like, their fans were reaching to them on Twitter and was like, hey, when are we gonna get some new art and stuff? Oh, not art, no, some new work from you and stuff, some new projects. August Alsina, that's the name of the artist. And he was like, well, tell Def Jam to take me out of this prison. Like, I have a whole album ready. They just don't want to release it. They don't want me to give you guys any new stuff. And so there was like a whole fucking, not a whole controversy, but there was like people like tweeting, I think, at Def Jam, like, yo, dude, where, what are you doing? Let August release his work and stuff, because like, you know, we want more content. And then like eventually I think he left Def Jam. I'm not too sure if he did or not, but I think he left, and then now he's doing his own thing.
Okay, that's good. Because yeah, I have a massive appreciation for indie artists because of, you know, you know, it's tough. It's hard as fuck to get your shit out there, but at the end of the day, you have more say over what you do and more control. You know.
I guess one of the only benefits that's there for if you're signed to a label is the official production and engineering that goes into making like your projects and stuff. For example, like me as like I am still gonna call myself like a beginner, but I'm not like that great at like mixing, and I barely master my shit. And it's like, yeah, my thing can sound okay, or they can sound good to some people, but for those that like know what they're doing or know what they're doing officially, they'll be like, this sounds like trash, like this isn't mixed well, or this, you didn't master, we can tell you didn't master your track or whatever. And it's like, oh, well, sorry, I don't have $10,000 for you to mix my 2.5 minute song.
That's the thing, because I know a lot of because like me, like I want to write, you know, I want to write books, you know, writing comics, expensive.
Is it?
Well, think about it, you have to pay artists, you have to pay illustrators, and not just artists, colorists, inkers, etc., letterers.
Or just one person to do it all.
Storyboard.
The storyboard, yeah. I mean,
I did it.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, she mentioned it, where this dude basically wanted free labor from her and a bunch of other people.
Wait, I didn't hear about that. When was?
Oh, right. So
maybe you weren't on that episode.
Maybe I wasn't. Holy shit.
But he basically
tell me afterwards, because they probably already heard. So tell me afterwards. But
he basically just wanted free work, and he's like, "But it's my comic, bro."
But I also made my own comic.
Okay, that's awesome. You know, gotta show me that, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, same.
Because like I've thought of the ideas I had, and I wanted to do it as, you know, I thought, hey, maybe I could do it as a comic. Then I'm like, it's too much. Shit
like
to
I
do.
remember, I have like a bunch of ideas too, and I'm just like, I want to make it into an anime, but it's like, oh man, I don't have enough creative force or drive to make that a reality. But if anything, maybe I'll jot it down, and maybe one day, if I have enough strive for it, I'll.
Now, after this, I'll like we'll bounce ideas off each other.
But yeah, it's just shit. Like, it's just like everyone already knows. Like, if you're trying to get into the creative aspects of like if you try to make having a creative job like your primary job, everyone already knows it's like one of the hardest things. Like even one of our coworkers is like, yo, I don't want to do school. Like I already know, like I'm in a whole situation and like it's gonna fuck up this whole thing.
Dude, I don't want to do school.
I want to do music, and like, this is what he's telling me.
That was literally the first episode of our, the name of the first episode of our show.
Well, that you were on. It
second,
was the
second episode.
Fuck school, do rap.
Fuck school, do rap.
But he was basically just like, he's like, I'm in class. This isn't like yeah, he's taking the general education classes, but he's like, I'm not with it. I don't like what they're teaching me. I don't feel like this is gonna be useful for me. I don't know when.
Like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. We've probably said this before. I feel like I've said this before, but school ain't shit for creativity.
It's not.
School ain't shit for creativity.
Well, it depends. Like, if you're going for a school for that specific thing, like, for example, if you go to Juilliard, which is, like, the most, quote-unquote, renowned school for, like, musicians.
Okay.
If you want to be, like, an orchestral player and shit, it's like, oh, man, you might want to consider
okay,
going
well, the
there.
schooling I've had ain't shit for creativity.
Well, you were taking, I think, general classes at that point, right?
I think because I was an English major.
Yeah. Well, especially if an English major, you can't do shit with
I'm just
that.
like, I just wanted to write, yo, like.
Yeah, you can't do shit with a fucking English major. But the most you can do is, be like an editor for, like, a fucking newspaper or some shit.
You know, I've always tried to think, what do I want to do to support myself outside of writing? And it's like, I don't fucking know.
A minimum wage job.
Hey.
But that's the thing too, and it's like you have to find a way to expand yourself in a sense.
Because I know a dude who writes comics, like, you know, low-key shout out Greg Anderson, Illici.
Him.
Yeah, he does the Isnana the Were Spider comics. They're dope.
Yeah.
And again, great indie artist. And I know he teaches.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he also models.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's been on a few book covers and a few ads you've probably seen on the train or something. But yeah, so you know, you got to find something outside of your thing to support you, especially if you're going indie. Because, like, I know for the comics, he crowdfunds.
Yeah,
he uses Kickstarter.
That's cool. Well, and it's understandable too because like he's also he's also like I think paying people to help him out make the whole thing right. Like
I don't know how it works. I don't know if he's paying them out of pocket or if it's coming or if they're like getting or if they're getting a percentage of the sales. I don't know how that works. But yeah.
Yeah, because even with the whole like YouTube adpocalypse thing going on, there was
adpocalypse.
Did you not hear that term?
No, I've never heard it. It's so cute. I
It's
love
been
it.
going on since like last year.
I know.
But there's this whole thing with. I remember Philip DeFranco like, yeah, it's a smart thing that he's also a businessman, so he would know. It's like, it's basically don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you're trying to make YouTube a career, don't just rely on the revenue that you get from the videos. You need merch. You need to do other things, like other services, have like maybe a side business, even like an Etsy shop or something. You need to expand your thing. For example, like Char, you want to do art for a living. Maybe you'll get a bunch of commissions, or you can do art for someone's merch store. You're like, hey, look, a cutesy little design. Dude, you get like a portion of the revenue from those shirts. Pat, it's like, oh, model for my fucking cosplay thingy. Alright, cool. Me, make background music for this movie or whatever. Make background music for my YouTube video. I get a percentage of ad revenue from that shit. Whatever, cool. And it's like, you have to do a bunch of shit if you want to at least make a steady living. Not just focusing or hoping that, like, you'll just hopefully blow up or whatever. And you're like, oh, man, I hope this works out. Yeah, we all do, but sometimes it doesn't. And it's just really frustrating for those that really want to go into, like, the world of creativity and just focus on that. Like, we all want to, but not everyone is going to buy your stuff. Like, there's, of course, people that are just going to, for example, for musicians, like if I release an album next week, it's like, oh, man, cool. Well, I got to spend maybe $5 on 3 songs? No, I'll just rip that shit from the YouTube stream. Boom. I don't make any money from that. But, you know, it's a thing that happens. Like, yeah, you'll have people that support you, but you also need to find other ways of making revenue if that's your main goal to
make the moolahs.
Yeah.
The thing is with cosplay, especially because, you know, like I said, my thing is cosplay and writing. Cosplay is difficult to make money off of. Whereas, like, you know, for me,
you're mostly spending money.
I'm mostly spending money. You know, the ways to make money off of cosplaying. Sew shit for people. I can't sew. I don't sew.
Learn.
I pay people to sew for me. I don't think I've needed like one thing sewn for me to pass. I don't do cosplays that require sewing. Building props for people. Not good at that either. I pay other people to make my props. I pay like 1 or 2 people who I know to make my props.
Yeah.
One third person who kind of whatever. And other than that, sexy modeling, and which I'm not.
Especially the sexy modeling.
What the fuck was that?
No, for like that's a way that a lot of people have been making money, like the Patreons and shit.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to like.
Your tone was like.
Oh, I didn't mean.
Yeah, I was watching. Like okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trying to make you sound like the asshole. Fuck you. But that's a big thing within the comic community, because like a bunch of people that I follow on Instagram, they're like, hey, here are the lewds, especially for my X tier people on Patreon who pay this amount of money. Pay to look
and honestly, like if I could work that, if I could, what? If I could swing that, if I had that 6-pack body and shit,
how do you get a 6-pack body?
Ew.
Shut up, Walter. I'm talking like money now, not long term, like 2 years from now money. Suck my dick.
Well, that's if you want. If you want that, then you have to work towards it.
I'm saying,
oh
but
my god, please.
I'm saying, like, I'm saying, like,
you're so mean.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
That was really like.
That's like what? If I want to be a good piano player, I have to fucking practice.
Yeah,
I'm
just
lazy.
saying. I'm just saying, like, I need money. I'm looking for money now, not money 2 years down the line. Like, that's not gonna help me, Doug.
You can be like, oh man, subscribe to my Patreon for my progress pics.
Boy.
Or some shit, but yeah.
6-packs are gross.
What?
Are they?
What?
I feel disgusted with my fucking 1-pack.
I have a really nice 1-pack. It's soft.
You're a twig.
It's soft. That's what a 1-pack is.
6-packs are gross as this appears on my screen.
Why
are you saying ew? Yeah.
Because she's not attracted to that.
Look, you got your little pubic hair.
Why are you looking at naked men? Or naked people in general?
Why not?
Because we're doing a fucking show.
It's on my timeline.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be on your timeline while we're doing the show.
I'm sorry, you're over here scrolling the internet while you're on the show.
I'm trying to look for shit so we can fucking talk about shit.
Bite me, you know what? Like,
you know what would be cool? We should just stare at your turtles because it's really exciting.
Why?
So he finally climbed up on top.
Oh my god. We've gotten to the point where we're so boring that we have to look at the fucking background pets.
Yeah,
hey, your background pets are cool. I wanna pick them up and use them as puppets.
I like them.
What the fuck kind of sentence is that?
What kind of sentence is that? I want to use your turtles as puppets.
He knows we're talking.
Animal abuse.
I want to do some like turtle puppet show. What's good?
Now we're gonna get fucking PETA fucking on our shit.
Hey man, we can bring him on the show. PETA, you're our next guest.
You know what would be cool?
What?
If we brought an artist on the show.
Oh man.
Not insulting us. But
yeah, actual. Actual artist.
Because, not insulting us. That's what I meant.
It kind of is like a low blow for us.
But I would like to interview people.
I know. I was trying to...
bring your friend with the photography thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, sure, Doug. Yeah. Doug. Come on, man.
Well, is it going to be like... Because when we had the other guest... Miss Maho Shoujo, she gave me shit because like I literally just had my phone's audio because I didn't look up a tutorial on how to record it from my desktop, the audio for her stuff, and I was just like, I'm sorry, I'm not super smart with technology, but
Why, you're afraid of getting criticism?
No, I already knew that she was gonna give me shit for it. That's why I'm like, fuck it, man. Like, I know I'm gonna get criticism for fucking everything. As Pat just looks at me like, oh, what's your tone?
Oh my god.
People like to get naked and make money for it. What are you, slut shaming? It's like, no, I'm just saying that's a fucking thing that people do.
No, use your tone while you said it. You're like, oh, like, oh.
I wasn't downplaying it.
You're kind of like, oh, those people.
No. Oh man, because I hate people who are attractive and make money through that. Oh man, because I'm so uncomfortable.
So you're a muscle boy now?
Yeah. Oh man, why can't a girl come to my apartment alone with my friend in a dark room to watch anime?
What?
and assume that I'm not going to sexually assault her.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, that conversation.
I hope everyone else. He's pushing him off the rock. He's so rude.
Oh my
you
god!
Total savage.
Fucking.
You savage ass turtles.
The name of this episode is gonna be Turtle Commentary.
You turtle savage, yo.
He literally was like trying to get up on the rock for the longest. This entire show, he's been trying to get up on the rock, and he finally gets up on the rock. But the other
There's
turtles
two boys
there,
and one girl. It was that's a guy who pushed the girl off.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, you sexist pig.
It's a turtle.
You
Sexist
turtle. You misogynistic shell creature.
Wow.
He literally he started slipping, and then he was like, oh, whoops, well, I guess this is happening now, and he pushed her.
Yo! She was funny.
She fell face first into the water.
Well, yeah, because she's like, oh no, I'm being pushed. I'm too slow to react to it. Oh no, here comes gravity.
Here comes gravity.
The sploosh is what made it, and this guy's chilling now, and she's all the way on the other
Turtles
side.
are assholes.
Oh my god, look! He's going! He's like, hey, I'm sorry.
Thank God we're at an hour, because we can just end the episode. Fuck.
So, are we still doing the segment?
What
Which
segment?
one?
Patrick's fucked up Greek myths?
I guess. Since
Like, do you want to do it now, or do you want to save it for the next episode?
Whatever, you brought it up now.
Yeah, okay.
Don't
Okay. No. Let's
fucking-
let's announce it for the next because it feels like a
don't
weird,
cock tease
like
the
a weird.
audience and be like, oh, should we do it now? And you're like, oh man.
Well, what if they're female?
Pussy, please.
Well, not all females have pussy.
Genital. Well, I can't even say that because
at this point, Charlotte is trolling it.
no, I can't even say that because at this point, like, there are people that get their genitals removed.
Yeah.
You guys, it's been a thing for like ever, right?
No, I mean, yeah, but
like you were
but what-
saying
what
this like
do you
this happened
say?
fucking yesterday.
No, because that happened recently on a case of a judge show that my mom watches. And I'm just like, well, okay, so what do we say? Is it just an area that's just non-existent? What do we call that?
You don't want to tease the audience.
Don't you get the
Forget
fuck off your
about
phone!
Wait, there's a naked girl.
Oh man, because that's gonna make it okay.
Okay, but you were literally explaining something, and then you literally distracted yourself.
Yeah.
Patrick.
Don't touch me.
What do you
with
mean?
your
Wait.
gross.
What was I explaining?
You're like, oh man, let's do a segment. Oh man,
Yeah.
naked women.
Well, I mean, you started talking about other things. So.
Announce it.
All right, fine. We're gonna do a new segment because I was telling Greek myths to Walter the other day, and
I was reacting to it and summarizing it in the most blunt way possible.
yeah, and so basically it's Patrick's fucked up Greek myths.
I mean, they're not yours, but
Yeah, no, they're mine. I made them. I created Greek mythology.
you've made the
I'm
whole
glad I
mythos.
met Zeus right after I
Yeah,
came back
your best
from
character
Greece.
was Zeus, the fucking rapist of
Oh, God.
man.
All right, so
Look at all that
are we
character
starting out with
development.
Zeus? Okay. Here's how Zeus married his sister.
Oh god,
Yo,
it's
okay.
Star Wars.
Bruh.
I thought you said next episode. Don't give them a teaser.
That was a
now.
preview.
Okay, we're doing this now. Nah, okay?
Okay,
This is how
okay,
disorganized this
okay.
podcast is. Fuck this noise.
Yeah.
Yo, so homegirl, like, Zeus trying to get with his sister. Like, kept trying to get up with her. She was like, nah, son.
Yo, my
You ain't
sibling,
shit.
though.
You ain't shit. Yada, yada. And so at one point he's like,
Someone's
yo,
nagging her? What the fuck?
and so at one point he's like, nah, forget this. Yo, I gotta figure out a way. And so at one point he's like, yo, she's walking out in the fields or whatever, and in the forest, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna create a thunderstorm, and I'm gonna make it rain, and I'm gonna turn myself into a tiny bird. And she walks up on the bird, she sees the bird, it's like, oh my god, it's a bird, and it's raining, and oh my god, I gotta protect this bird. She takes the bird home with her, and then, whoop, it turned into Zeus, and then non-consensual things happened. And yeah, then they got married.
What?
So yeah, you ever want to have sex with your sister, have a tropical storm, turn into a bird, and then go for it. I mean, come on.
No, I mean-
she was asking for it.
Bruh,
She took the bird. Come on. Well, you could have said, I'm not going to take this bird.
The more you talk,
I'm joking, by the way. Jesus Christ.
okay.
Yeah, the more that sounded serious. The
No.
more you said it.
What the
It
fuck?
was just that you started saying it too much, like.
You went a wee bit too far there,
no,
buddy.
I'm the JonTron of this, of this show.
And then there was a whole thing with Poseidon, where like, no,
That's the next episode.
Yeah, you want to save it for next episode?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Next episode: Poseidon, Medusa, and Athena.
Oh yes, Medusa's my favorite.
Ah.
Do you know that she was created because, like, I'm not talking about mythologically here, but like, the Greeks saw a white lady with golden hair and blue eyes, and they're like, "Holy shit! If you stare at those eyes, you're gonna turn into stone. That's fucking crazy!" And did you see those locks?
Stupid.
That looks like snakes.
Bruh.
So that's how Medusa came to be.
That's fucking dumb.
No, because if you ever hear about the
she's a monster because she's so beautiful.
No, yeah, that's what happened. Because it was the mythical the evil blue eye, the blue eye of evil or whatever.
I didn't
was it just
that's,
evil eye?
Yeah, it's also in Buddhism. It's all around the world. But that blue eye came from the first white person that was seen with blue eyes.
Wow.
Or like the first person that was seen with blue eyes.
I guess the first documented.
Aryans
Stop playing with the cup because you're gonna fucking break it like you did the last episode.
You broke it?
No, he almost broke it. Remember, he almost dropped the fucking cup.
I can't have anything in my hands.
All right.
No, I know you can because you're gonna start fucking playing with it.
Welcome to the bickering artists.
Yeah.
Yes.
3 artists, 1 fucking argument.
All
right. So we cut this off, or
yeah.
Okay.
Get out.
Bye. I'm gonna eat food now. I'm gonna eat your food.
Damn.
First
Damn.
off,
Good damn.
bitch.
Good damn.
Alright, get out.
Ho.
Oh! I am a hoe.
Not you,
Bitch,
Patrick.
where?
What do you mean, where? I'm the biggest hoe you know.
Yeah,
Fuck
Patrick
you mean?
is a pretty big hoe.
Yeah.
But also
Can I
implies
be a
you.
pimp?
Okay, this is going into a
I mean, I'm
we're,
like,
we're
you
not
know,
gonna get into this.
I'm not.
What are your social medias? What are your social? Fuck off. What are your social medias?
Pat is a hoe at Twitter.com. No, I'm kidding.
Oh god. You're gonna end up making this as like a fucking fit. No.
It's gonna be
There's probably like a Finsta equivalent to Twitter. A fitter.
Bruh.
A flitter.
Okay, anyway, Diamond Quality Cosplay. I have a logo now, by the way. I had my good friend, Adela Beer. She made me a logo, and I'm very happy about it. Yeah, and it's a dope logo. So, thanks. But yeah, Diamond Quality Cosplay, Instagram and Facebook.
New Char.
Char Doodles and Dorka
she
Doodles.
just
Dorka
said-
Doodles is my doodle step.
Yeah, but then she went Dorka Doodles and you cut her off.
No,
I'm sorry.
we both cut each other off.
I'm sorry.
It was mutual.
What the fuck? Okay. And I'm on most social media platforms. You can find me at Pink Armpits or add music to the end of it.
Yeah. Or just dye your armpits and then look there.
What the fuck? No. Okay. Get out.
I'm not getting out. I'm never leaving. You'll find me in the walls.
That would explain why my house smells. Get out.